Pat O'Hara's been doing these football movies forever. He played arena football for a long time as well. We've been friends since we played against each other as well. And I've always kind of mentioned to him, hey, I'd like to kind of do one of those if you ever get a chance. And it so happened this year he was with the Titans in the playoff run and needed somebody. I'm from Texas, so is Zach Levi. He lives in Austin. I'm just an hour and a half away. And he said, hey, you want to try this out? And I said, love to. And it's been great. Zach's a pro. It needed to happen. I mean, Kurt's story is unbelievable. Kurt and I played against each other as well in arena football, and his, from bagging groceries to going to, playing in the World League and then making the Rams. It was a perfect fit, perfect situation. Definitely God had his hand on that situation in that movie part. Zach Levi. I mean, he is an unbelievable dude, first of all. I didn't know. I've never been around many actors before. The first time I met him, I went down to his ranch. He's got 75 acres in Bastrop, Texas, which is just out of Austin. We hit it off right off the bat. Just a friendly guy, down to earth, and he works hard. I mean, in everything he does. I know the acting part, what a memory he has, just to remember all the lines, but the football, he dug right in. I've heard nightmares about other actors being quarterbacks. Not in this case. He's been great. He picked it up so fast, the verbiage, the taking the snaps, which is not easy to do. He hasn't put one on the ground yet, so he's a pro. The basics of, how to put your hands underneath the center and, where to put them, thumbs together. And then as far as drops, you got to pivot. You don't take a hop back, false steps, and just the very basics of 3-step drop, 5-step drop, shuffle drop, play action, and we just kind of built our way up. Once we got that down, we went into, the actual walk into the line of scrimmage after breaking the huddle. Huddle command is very important too for a quarterback. They got to know you mean business when you step in there. So, once we got that down, now it's walking, and now he gets to be an actor. He gets to walk to the line, John Wayne, shoulders cocked back. I think the biggest niche is why there's so much scoring is the guy running towards the line of scrimmage. So we have a receiver will run towards the line of scrimmage instead of lateral, as far as motion, and that puts a big bind on the defensive back to try to cover him. He's running, if he's a 4-4 guy, he hits the line of scrimmage running a 4-4 instead of from a standstill. That's a big advantage. That's why you see 60-something to 60-something scores a lot of times in arena football. The biggest thing as far as watching Kurt plays, and they did a documentary on him when they were trying to see if they wanted to bring him with the World League team in Canada, basically, is they did a study on his passes as far as his accuracy. Every ball, over 90% of his balls were thrown from chin to waist. So very easy range for the receiver to catch the ball. Very important. Plus his quick release made it right into a perfect fit to go to the Rams. They had the greatest show on turf, which was brand new too. No one had seen that out of Martz, and he fit right in and plugged in, and it took off. The rest is history. I mean, he's in the Hall of Fame because of it. With Mark, we put in the plays, we choreograph what we want, but his mind just, watching it, you run the play and it's like, we need more of this. We need this. We need this to make this look like this. And we by the time we're done and what we installed and rehearsed, it might be a new play, but it's exactly what we need to see on film. And it's credit to him, and that's why he's done so many football movies, I guess, in the last 27 years. Watching the story more and more, I watch it too with Kurt. It'd be hard not to give up on your dream. I mean, he literally rode the bench for almost 5 years in college and still had the drive over there wanting to play, which you'll see in the movie. It was just awesome. And then going to arena football, not doing well early on, and then picking up the game and coming great at it. And his life story with Brenda marrying her. I mean, what a great story in itself there. I mean, that's another movie in itself. You want to get down to it. And then him going and doing well in the World League, and then coming to the Rams and getting a break. So many stories are built on breaks and what you do with those breaks, and he took advantage of his break. The Rams offense, greatest show on turf, was definitely before its time. Probably 5 to 7 years ahead of its time. And that's why they had so much success. Defenses hadn't seen anything like it. They hadn't seen the talent that Kurt had in Falk and Bruce and Holt and Prohl and Azim. I mean, that was arena football that he was playing, that he got to go out with better athletes. And that's why it was so easy for him.